Farewell, old man. Pray that you are blessed with a good master, though I doubt any decent person would buy the likes of you," the bandit said to Kudirs as he accepted the money from the slave merchant. Now, we must go back a little in order to understand how Kudirs got here. When the bandit attacked, Kudirs fell into a state of shock over the hopelessness of his reality. As he was unable to resist, the bandit bound him up and pushed him onto the back of his wagon as if he were luggage. Kudirs then spent the next several days on that wagon without food or water. When he next saw the sunlight, all that was in front of him was an empty street and a stone building. The walls looked strong but were quite plain, other than a few metal hooks to hold torches and tie a horse to. It was so desolate that he could not help but sigh in disgust. Kudirs was presently tied to one of the hooks. Could this be one of those slave things?" he asked, addressing an angry-looking fellow who appeared to work for the slave merchant. The man looked at him as if he was a gravely stupid person.
"You're a strange old man. What else would this be?"
"Exactly. I could not think of anything else, but I still had hope." Kudirs laughed dryly. The man looked at him and snorted before taking out some keys.
"What a queer thing to say. Now come over here before someone sees you."
The man used the key to free Kudirs from the metal hook and then pushed him into the building. As he seemed to care about the eyes of others, this was clearly not a legal operation. The interior of the building was very dark. Not only that, but it smelled terrible and suspiciously similar to human waste. Kudirs was assaulted by an urge to use his power to get rid of the smell.
"Hey, I know it smells bad, but that's no reason to faint. If you keep this up, I'll have to drag you through it."
I'm impressed that you can even breathe in this." Upon hearing Kudirs' words, the jailer, for that is what the man was, smiled cynically.
"I was born without the ability to smell."
Indeed, so what was usually considered a disability could be an advantage in a place like this. "By the way, would it bother you if I asked you a question?"
"Yes. Now shut up and follow me."
The man was very tired of Kudirs' inquiries, and he began to walk again. "But it is so very important."
"I said shut up. Know your damn place."
Kudirs' feet remained planted where he was. The man looked at him with irritation. However, Kudirs seemed unaffected by the look of hatred. His face remained serious. "These slave markets. Do people ever fall in love in such places?" The words must have had an odd effect on the jailer. He started coughing horribly. "Are you all right?"
"I'll tell you what's not all right. Your damn head. What fool goes to a slave market for romance?"
Unfortunately, he was looking at such a person. Reality was too brutal. "Well, I just thought..." Wordlessly, the man kicked Kudirs in the shin. Kudirs' face looked as cool as ever. On the other hand, the man's foot was exploding with pain. While he may have not looked like much, Kudirs used to be one of the 4 great kings. His body was as strong as iron.
"You monster!"
Thank you. I'm quite weak to compliments."
"I'm not complimenting you. Now look here. Don't talk anymore. Damn the bastard. What did he sell to us? Listen, if you speak one more word, it will be your last."
That being said, he had no idea what he could even do against someone who had a body like iron.
"I hope you step on a small rock with your bare foot."
All he could really do was act tough, while he whimpered in his heart. Of course, Kudirs continued to talk to him after that. But the man with the angry eyes just ignored him. This strategy proved to be effective, and Kudirs soon started to follow him, quietly with a dejected look on his face. While he had high physical defense, he was clearly weak to psychological attacks. The jailer allowed himself to gloat a little as Kudirs could be heard sniffling sadly to himself. Then he turned a corner and he stopped.
"Hey, stop here. This is your room."
"Huh? This thing? But there is no bed, and the toilet is visible from the outside." Kudirs took one look at the room and expressed his confusion.
Were you expecting a hotel room, you idiot?"
That seemed like the most obvious response to such a question, but Kudirs just tilted his head with further puzzlement. "But don't you sell slaves?" Isn't it rather odd to ruin the condition of what you're selling? I don't think you understand the basics of trade business at all. The only thing behind the bars was a chamber pot and a straw mat to sleep on. It was hardly sanitary or conducive to good health.
That's not my concern. Hey, stop looking at me with those piteous eyes.
The angry-looking man was clearly shocked to be treated as some kind of novice. Had he been his master, he may have argued his position, but as he knew nothing about trade, he could not even answer courtiers.
Just get in there.
I don't want to. The jailer opened the door and tried to make courtiers get in, but courtiers stubbornly refused. And so he tried to use force, but it was as if courtier's body had become a part of the stone floor. He did not move an inch.
Knock it off, you bastard! I said get in, so get in!
I'd rather not. Anger caused the jailer to kick courtiers from behind, but it only resulted in pain shooting up his foot. He rolled on the ground as he held it in thought.
I don't know how that bandit captured this monster, but it must mean he has a weakness.
At least it seemed that physical force would not work here. So, something psychological. No, that's not it. This flower-field bastard, who at a glance seemed like a serious public servant type, would have that kind of weakness.
Now that I think of it, the previous occupant left some erotic drawings in the corner over there.
In the next instant, Cootier's foot moved forward with the speed of the wind. Huh? Where is this artwork? Oh, huh? Why are you closing the door?
The auction is in 3 days. You'll be staying in here until then, and don't you dare think about escaping.
The man locked the door with a look of satisfaction and then left.